Hello friends and followers. Well, here's the Collins 32S-1. Just starting to get some power out of it. Now the short from the RF output line has been removed. That short was at the bottom of the relay. So there's the relay there. That's the back of it. But in the front, there's a lead there. And anyway, the lead's on the right by the white coil, and that had a short from the coax to the output wire because somebody had mucked around with the wiring and just left it sloppy. So I rerouted that braid to get it away from the output wire, and now there's no short. So there is output power now on this radio. So now I'm at the beginning of, I guess, perfecting it, getting it to tune, but at least now I can start working on it. So here we go. There's 80 meters there. And I guess you can tune these. You get a tune mode because it's easier on the finals. So 3.5 tune mode and little juice there, and give it a little bit of power coming out there. Just check out the meter there, and a little bit of power coming out. All right, more gain. Yeah, in tune it doesn't really have a lot of kick, but actually 80 meters in this thing is really, really kind of funky punky. There's not much power on 80 coming out. It's kind of funky monkey, so. But if I go to lock key, a little more power on 80 here. It's about 25 watts on 80. And what if I max it here? I can't do much in 80, and that means I got low drive on 80, so I gotta work on the 80 drive. Is there a grid on this thing? There's no grid, so there's no drive really on 80. All right, and 40 meters on this thing is pretty perky, so let's try that. Here's 40 meters. 40, 40, turn that down. Tune mode and give it some gun here. Exciter tuning. There's some plate. And it dips nice now. There's some power out on 40. And if we go to lock key mode and gun it hard, let's see. Lock key mode. Gonna gun it. Whoop, didn't do crap. Didn't do anything here. Let's see. It should give us a lot of power out. Oh, there's 50 watts. Let's load it. Yeah, 40 wants some loading, so there we go. So, yeah, too much plate going out there, but almost 100 watts on 40 if I really goose it. 90 watts. Of course, that's way too much plate current for the finals. Okay, so 40 works. Let's try 20 meters and see if that works. 20 meters, 20 meters. There we go. Get it close. I'm just going to tune on lock key now and see how it does. Lock key. Oh, there's grid. Or this plate. Yeah, we got power. There's a little bit of power coming out. All right, on 20, we got about a little bit of power coming out. And if I goose it, 75 watts or so. Let's play around with the loading. See if that makes a difference or not. Yeah, it does. It wants a little bit of loading right about there. Okay. And now let's give it a hard goose and see what it does. Okay, plate goes up pretty. They say the plate should be 230. Right about there. And that doesn't give us much. If I really kill the plate, it really, well, we're not getting a lot out on 20, maybe 50 watts on 20 meters. So I'm sure I could do better than that. I gotta do better than that, right? That's an important band. All right, well, anyway, it's working, it's transmitting. That's all I care about. Not much on 20. Let's migrate to 15. See if that works at all. All right, let's go to, I'm still not familiar with this radio really. Go here and go to lock key and peek it for something here. Okay, there's some plate right there. A little bit of power coming out. Not a whole heck of a lot. So I can't get much on 15 at all. But radio needs tuned up, so I'm not gonna punish it. Of course, the loading needs to be set. Let's see, it could be too much load in this thing. Nope. All right, I can't get much out of 15 meters, but that's how life goes, right? No drive, really. I'm only getting about 15 watts out of it. But it's transmitting, hey? So we'll give it that. Okay, now 10. That probably won't work at all. I'm not sure what this thing has for 10 crystals, but let's try it. 10 right there. Whoa, it's got some juice to it going on here. Caught me off guard. Okay, going for power here. So the plate is a little wonky, it's tipping. It's reasonable in 10. Whoa, it's affecting my light bulb here, so I know it's working. This thing works good on 10. Probably gotta make some adjustments to the trimmers, but it's happening. If I take the mic gain down, the plate goes up. That's got a harmonics. That's got spurs and everything else going on. Yeah, see how I take the mic gain down, it goes up. It's got spurs and all sorts of crap going on. So 10 is corrupted. What if I go like that? No, 10's all screwed up. 10 is not trustable. Anyway, it transmits. It needs a lot of work aligning it, but it is a working transmitter now. We do have transmit. I think 40 was our best band, as it usually is. For transmitting, it turned my light off, as you can see. I gotta reset the power for the light. Let's see, power off, power on, and the light will come back on. There it goes. Light is really finicky. Light gets RF in it and it messes it up. Okay, so it does work on 40 pretty well. There's back to 40. Key it up. Do we have any grid on 40? Lock key, tune. Okay, there's tune, full juice. Oh, there's grid, my gosh. So 40 has some grid. It's a lot of grid. Tons of grid. So it's a matter of getting the grid tuned up like that. Plate, dip it. A little bit of dip there. Yep, she works. It's a working transmitter. So we're on tune. Let's go to full juice here. And goose it. 75 watts, a little plate current. Wonder if I can go for max here. Nope, it's gonna burn up the tubes. Okay, that's my demo. I hope you liked it. I'm happy this thing's working. Now I gotta put it back together and fix other things, but it basically does transmit now. Oh, I never checked the sideband part of it. Just see if it works in sideband. I guess I would go, let's see, how would that work? No mic. Leave it for another day. At least it's transmitting. I gotta line up all the CW carrier type stuff and just get it transmitting good carrier, and then we'll move on to sideband later. But it's basically working. All right, thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and we're working on the that power supply. The Power 1 is powering it from Tempo 1. Tempo 1 AC1 power supply. So we're not using no Heathkit HP23s. We're not using any Collins power supply. We're going off that Tempo supply. Those are really great little supplies. And oh yeah, I'm not running the finals on, I'm not running these suckers on big time voltage at all. So I think these are only running on 600 volts. So if I take them to 800 volts, I'd have more power. I'm sure of that. And plus the BIOS isn't set up right yet, so that's all wrong too, but let's see here. At the risk of killing myself, I'm just curious what if these things have any bulge on them at all. Okay, I got one hand. No wires touching me. Don't get shocked. Yeah, there's 674 volts on that sucker, so if I took that to 800 volts, there'd be more plate, I'm sure. There'd be more power coming out. This is pretty stupid to do, but touch that. Yeah, so those plates are always hot with power. I'm not transmitting and the plates are always hot, so run them hot, baby. Okay, thanks for watching. Yeah, if I 800 volts on there, I'd probably have a good 120 watts out on 140 meters. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice night. We're having severe thunderstorm warnings once again in Denton County, Texas. Take care. Antenna is disconnected. Have a good night. Thanks.